Hello everyone, I'm Beatrice Baffer. I'm Gan Shalom Preschool Director. Today we're going to start to talk about how to teach children about respect and consent. We are at the Jewish Studio Project in Berkeley, and with me is Zephira Derblich-Milea, who is Youth Program Manager at Shalom Bayit. And today Zephira will talk with us about two strategies that we can use to teach children about respect and consent.
Thank you, Beatrice. I am really excited to share with you all two simple tools that for any adult who has young people in their lives to help create consent culture. What is consent culture? Consent culture is one in which the prevailing narrative of human interaction is centered around mutual consent and is normalized and condoned in popular culture. How do kids learn to walk and talk? Much of what we teach as young ones come from the examples that we set as adults. So I want you to take a moment and think about, how did you learn about consent and boundaries and respect as a child? One of the main ways that adults teach kids about consent is by saying no means no. While this is an important message, we as adults need to ensure that our kids' reality reflects this statement. Many adults ask young people questions on a daily basis that they actually can't say no to. If the kid then says no, we in turn reject their no. This sends young people confusing messages about consent. So that leads me right into tip one. I want to put a challenge out to all adults to stop asking kids questions that they can't say no to. So if we're going to reject their no, then it is not a question. So for example, I don't ask my kid, will you get in the car seat? Because let's be honest, if I do, she'll likely say no, she's 3. So instead, and I'm going to have to reject her no, right? So instead I'm going to ask her, would you like to get in the car seat yourself, or would you like me to put you into the car seat? Giving kids choices is important in helping them practice their decision-making skills and showing them respect when we are able to respect their choices. Tip 2. Kids need to know that no and stop are important words that should always be honored. One way to explain this might be, Rachel said no, and when we hear no, we always stop what we're doing immediately, no matter what. Also teach our kids that their no's need to be honored. So explain that just like we always stop doing something when someone else says no, that our friends need to always stop when we say no. And if a friend doesn't stop, then we need to think about whether or not we feel good and safe playing with them. And if not, it's okay to choose other friends. And if you as the adult must intervene, do so, be kind, and explain to the other child how important no is. Your child will internalize how important it is both for themselves and for others. So I framed this as 2 simple steps, but to many of us it doesn't seem simple given how we were socialized. As Rebbitzin Dina Weinberg wisely said, there are no problems, only opportunities for growth. So I encourage you all to look at this as an opportunity for growth and to create the culture of consent that we all want for our children and our children's children.
Thank you very much, Zephira. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to the Jewish Studio Project for hosting us. Stay tuned for the next videos.
Thank you.
Thank you.